Welcome to my books and storytime by mybookssummary.com. The State of Affairs: Rethinking Infidelity. Infidelity is one of the most painful and complex crises a relationship can face. It can shatter trust, evoke deep emotional wounds, and leave individuals questioning everything they thought they knew about their partners. Yet, as Esther Perel argues in The State of Affairs: Rethinking Infidelity, there is more to infidelity than betrayal and devastation. It is a phenomenon as old as time, occurring in every culture and social class, and yet, despite its prevalence, it remains one of the least understood aspects of human relationships. Perel, a world-renowned psychotherapist and relationship expert, takes a fresh approach to infidelity, challenging traditional notions of cheating and morality. Rather than viewing affairs solely as acts of selfishness or betrayal, she delves into their underlying causes, the emotional complexity they bring, and even their potential for personal and relational growth. By exploring real-life cases and drawing from her extensive work with couples, she paints a nuanced picture of why people stray, what they seek outside their relationships, and how couples can heal, or sometimes even emerge stronger after infidelity. Understanding why people cheat. The common assumption is that affairs happen because something is missing in a relationship. The cheater is often labeled as either dissatisfied, cruel, or reckless. But Perel complicates this narrative by exploring the multiple reasons why people cheat. Sometimes, affairs have little to do with an unhappy relationship. People may seek an affair not because they are dissatisfied with their partner, but because they are dissatisfied with themselves. They may be searching for excitement, a sense of adventure, or even a part of themselves that they feel has been lost. Affairs can be about escape, personal reinvention, or a longing for something deeper than just sex or romance. Through her case studies, Perel introduces readers to individuals who have had affairs and the reasons they give for their actions. One woman describes how an affair made her feel alive after years of feeling invisible in her marriage. A man explains how cheating gave him a temporary sense of freedom from his overwhelming responsibilities. Rather than offering a one-size-fits-all explanation, Perel urges readers to look beyond the surface and examine the deeper, more complex motivations behind infidelity. The psychological impact of an affair. For those who are betrayed, an affair can feel like an emotional earthquake. The discovery of infidelity can shake the very foundation of a person's self-worth, identity, and beliefs about love and trust. Perel spends considerable time exploring the psychological impact of betrayal, acknowledging the pain, anger, and sense of loss that often accompany it. She describes infidelity as a trauma, not just in the emotional sense but in the way it disrupts one's entire understanding of their relationship and even themselves. She also examines the experience of the unfaithful partner. Often, they are demonized, but Perel highlights the emotional turmoil they experience as well. Many cheaters feel guilt, shame, and deep regret, but at the same time, they may struggle with conflicting emotions, mourning the loss of their affair while also wanting to repair their marriage. She urges couples to have honest conversations about their feelings, as avoiding these difficult discussions can prevent true healing from occurring. Modern love and the paradox of choice. In previous generations, marriage was often more about economic stability and social structure than romantic fulfillment. Today, relationships are expected to provide not only love and companionship but also passion, adventure, personal growth, and emotional security, all at once. This creates immense pressure. Perel argues that modern relationships are filled with paradoxes. We want stability, but we crave excitement. We desire commitment, but we long for freedom. These conflicting desires can sometimes lead people to seek fulfillment outside their primary relationship. She also touches on how technology and the digital age have changed infidelity. Emotional affairs, sexting, and online relationships blur the lines of what constitutes cheating. A flirtatious conversation via text may not involve physical intimacy, but does it still count as an affair? Perel explores how these new forms of connection complicate traditional definitions of fidelity. Should couples stay together after an affair? One of the most controversial aspects of Perel's book is her argument that an affair does not necessarily mean the end of a relationship. While some betrayals are deal breakers, many couples do stay together after infidelity, and some even emerge stronger. Perel challenges the belief that staying after an affair is a sign of weakness or that ending the relationship is the only right response. She describes couples who have used infidelity as a catalyst for change, forcing them to confront issues that had been ignored for years. Some partners realize they had been emotionally distant. Others discover new dimensions of intimacy and vulnerability they had never experienced before. However, healing is not guaranteed, nor is it easy. Perel emphasizes that rebuilding trust requires open and painful conversations, a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, and a mutual commitment to understanding what led to the affair in the first place. Healing and moving forward. Whether a couple chooses to stay together or separate, Perel provides guidance on how to heal from an affair. She stresses that healing is a process, not a single event. Forgiveness cannot be rushed, and trust takes time to rebuild. While some relationships do not survive, others transform in unexpected ways. The key, she suggests, is to move beyond blame and toward understanding. This doesn't mean excusing infidelity, but rather using it as an opportunity to explore what was missing in the relationship and how both partners can grow from the experience. For individuals who have been betrayed, Perel advises focusing on self-care, seeking support, and allowing themselves to grieve. For those who cheated, she encourages introspection, understanding not just what they did, but why they did it, and what they truly seek in their relationships and in themselves. Final thoughts. The State of Affairs is not an easy read, nor does it provide simple answers. Instead, Esther Perel invites us to approach infidelity with curiosity rather than condemnation. She does not excuse cheating, but she does challenge us to see it as part of a larger conversation about relationships, personal identity, and the search for meaning. By shifting the conversation from blame to understanding, she offers a perspective that is both radical and deeply compassionate. Infidelity, she argues, is a symptom of deeper issues, not just within relationships, but within individuals. If approached with honesty and a willingness to grow, it can sometimes lead to a more profound and meaningful connection. Recommendations for further reading. If you found The State of Affairs insightful, consider reading Mating in Captivity by Esther Perel. Explores the tension between love and desire in long-term relationships. Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller. Examines how attachment styles influence romantic relationships. Daring Greatly by Breen Brown. Discusses vulnerability, shame, and the power of authentic connections. Esther Perel's work reminds us that relationships are complex, ever-changing, and deeply human. While affairs can be painful, they also reveal fundamental truths about desire, connection, and the fragile beauty of love. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.